Hi, so our first project in the class was sound and object, which basically the requirements were to have a sound and an object, and you had to bring it into class. So I had a lot of different ideas for it. One of my ideas was to create a giant model of an ear so that you could actually like physically travel through and see how sound hits your eardrum and like the vibrations and it goes to your brain and all that, which I've done before, and it's really cool to be able to see, but it also seems a little science museum-ish and kind of elementary, so I decided not to do that. And I just kept coming back to this idea of sound being the most important thing. I feel like of all my senses, hearing is my favorite. So while I appreciate everything else, it seems to me like hearing can affect me in ways that very few things can. And so in the end, I decided to do a little study on that concept that what we hear affects us, probably more than we would have first guessed until we actually thought about it. So then I had to think about how I'm going to portray that. And I had a few other ideas and I tried one and whatever. Spent a lot of time thinking about it. And then I decided that what I was going to do is I'm going to set up a scene, like a table scene, and I'm going to play one type of music and then I'm going to play another type of music. So like the thought being that like if this was in a movie, and you were to be panning across this scene and the one music will be playing, you're going to get one impression. The other music plays, you're going to get another impression. And ideally, like if I were to be in a gallery or something, I would probably have two separate rooms set up exactly the same with two separate soundtracks playing. But in my class, I'm just going to have to set it up and play one music and then restart it and play another. So this is one of the items that's going to be on it. It's a picture of my parents, and at least in theory, to me, so we'll see if this happens for anyone else, but if I were to see a picture like this and I were to hear happy music playing or whatever, I would think, oh, they just got married, or, this is a scene from their honeymoon or something like that. Whereas if I were to see this picture and I were to hear sad or melancholy music playing, my impression would be that this is several years down the road during an anniversary when one of them is dead or something like that. Death or disruption in the happiness of their life together. So that would be what I'm hoping people will get from it. The hard thing that I think I'm going to have problems with in creating this is that I also think that sound is very relative. So what's sad to me is not necessarily sad to someone else. I, being a very melancholy person, view a lot more things as sad and melancholy than a lot of people do. So even if someone were to think, oh, this looks happy, I find a way to make it depressing. And so I'm just going to have to really try hard to overcome that. But that's going to be my project. And then I will do a videotape of the actual performance when I'm at school and see how people react to that.